Hey, it's Saul with the Stock Market Trading Watch List for Tuesday, August 23rd, 2011. So let's take a look at some indexes, some stocks. Going to take a look at some commodities. Let's start with gold. Gold has formed a parabolic move here. Is that the right word? Has formed? Or it's in a parabolic move here. And I've been talking about this for a couple of days. We have the volume divergence here. You can see that it got a really nice breakout of this base here, but it's definitely getting long in the tooth. All right, now these quotes are delayed, but you can see it may even be forming a doji here. When this does pull in, okay, a parabolic break is usually, a very quick break. It usually comes hard and fast, okay? So just watching it. I don't know if we're going to get that kind of move. I mean, you can see something like this. It can make up a lot of ground in a short period of time. Usually what happens after a parabolic break happens, it swallows up a few days worth of range. And we've been having some pretty nice size range candles here on gold. So watch this. Throw up a momentum indicator. Hold on one second. Okay, something like a 14-period RSI, which is just showing a little bit of a divergence here, not much of one. And you can always change it to a shorter time frame to get more of a signal. Look at the 8. Wow, it looks like basically the same here, except just a little bit of a divergence. You can even go down if you want to a 5. I mean, you're going to get more signals when it's, although not here, right? I mean, it's just still overbought. But you can go down to a 5, and then you can go down even to a 2, which will be really whippy. And it's still just saying how pinned it is up here. All right, so very overbought. And you know what? Looking at the RSI and saying, "Oh, it's overbought; it has to come in," that's not really a great trading plan. As you can see here, it got overbought. Well, it got overbought according to how the indicator's set, but it got over 80 here, and then, I mean, you just carried out if you decided to short there. So that's not reason enough. But if you could see some sort of a divergence set up, I mean, we have a small one here. It's barely noticeable, but a nice reversal candle, maybe a doji, maybe an inverted hammer. We'll see what happens. It'll likely be driven by news, but definitely pay attention here to gold. Silver. Okay, silver is trying to make a move higher, but not getting really far here. All right, so far just a couple of pause candles. Watching 46, just under 46 as next resistance. Oil. Okay, oil has a higher low end. So this one might be one to watch to see if it can get a bounce here and this time get above its 20 EMA. And not like it did last time. All right, so throwing up the OIH here. OIH not really in sync with oil, as you can see. Closed at a new low. Let's see. If we pull this up here, we got 116.94 as next support, and then 111.02. Okay, let's go to the indexes. SPY video is up on the blog. You can see a retest of the 78.6% retracement. It's funny, I ran out about 6 o'clock, and they did the Wall Street update at 6:20, and oh, good news for your 401k. The market closed up, and they were making a big deal over this day. It's just so great. It's like one of the main reasons why I don't pay attention to the Dow, because it's just a media index. All right, but you look at this and you see we gapped up and then just sold off really nicely throughout the day, and then they're still trying to spin this as a positive day. So once again, if this low can hold, or if we can double bottom or even bleed through a little and then come back up, then maybe this corrective pattern will continue to form out. But like I said in the SPY video, I'm starting to fade on that map, on that road map, okay? Because it looks like we're just gonna go down here, and it doesn't look to me like we're gonna start another leg, but it looks really heavy here, so I wouldn't be surprised if we test this. And then it's all the market reaction. What happens there? Do they defend, or do they just send it lower? All right, so continue to watch the indexes here. They basically look the same as yesterday. The Russell. All right. Semiconductors. Okay. Not going to see much difference. I mean, you did see the difference in the in oil. You see banks went a little bit lower here. In the OIH rather, not in oil. Brokers went a little bit lower. Cyclicals. Okay, just doji days. Let's look at, somebody wants to look at healthcare. Okay, still coming out of this wedge here. All right, let's grab some stocks. Apple, still watching for a test here. Google. All right, little pause candle here, but still couldn't get back above that 78.6% retracement. This suggests that we're going to test this. I'd watch Google very carefully here, especially if we get some weakness in the market. If that heavy look that the market has actually comes to fruition, watch Google here. And I know some people are saying, well, it's a $500 stock. Well, if you trade options, that's another way of being able to trade Google without having to put up a big amount of capital. There are other stocks, Amazon. Okay, 174.54 would be next, and then below that, full retracement to down here. 160.59 price line. Okay. It continues to look weak. We saw it yesterday. See if we can go down to the 416s. Aetna. Okay. Looks like it wants to retest these lows. Notice the lows came in. These lows came in to test earlier support. So see if it can go there. What was the other one? Oh, somebody wanted to look at some of the drugs. Merck. Okay, not looking so defensive here. This is a pretty sharp move down here. Does have a higher low. Looks like it's outperforming the S&P and the other indexes, but doesn't look like it's that strong here. But you can see maybe a small rotation here into the drugs. Okay. So watch that. Wanted to look at LinkedIn. Somebody said, can you give it a look at LinkedIn? Yes, I can. And maybe this is a small double bottom here. It's right above the 78.6. But if this breaks, then we're watching for a full retracement down here to 60.14. Okay, so let's see what the market has in store for us here over the next few sessions. See if they're gonna bring us down, and if But first, let's see if this holds. See if we can get a bounce. Continue to form this corrective pattern. If not, and we do start falling, do we hold at the double bottom? Do we bleed through a little bit, or do we start the next leg down? Okay, I still think that and once again, I'm going to say it, I may just be completely ignoring the obvious here. And, I've been known to make that mistake also, but just doesn't look like, we're going to continue down with the next leg. If anything, it looks like maybe some testing, maybe some bleed through, maybe trap some anxious bears, and then maybe get a bounce. And once again, I'm not at all bullish. I just think that bounce would be corrective, and that eventually we have lower prices to be seen. Okay, that's it. Have a great trading day on Tuesday. Talk to everybody again on Wednesday.